Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie called Everyday. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. A is a traveling spirit who experiences every day in the body of a different teenager. One day, A wakes up in the body of Justin, the neglectful and insensitive boyfriend of Rhiannon. At school, Rhiannon approaches Justin, who has been possessed by A, and convinces A to skip school with her. Slowly, A falls in love with Rhiannon as she confides her troubled home life, following her father's mental breakdown, almost resulting in her family losing their home. At the end of the day, A comforts Rhiannon by telling her that tomorrow will be different. Rhiannon responds that tomorrow is tomorrow, and that today should end on a nice note. At this point, Rhiannon feels a rekindled love for Justin, seemingly a more caring and different person. The next day, Rhiannon finds that her boyfriend had reverted back to his negligent self, not remembering the previous day. Meanwhile, A wakes up taking over Amy's body. To get close to Rhiannon, A disguises Amy as an exchange student. The next day, A wakes up, this time, as Nathan. A finds Rhiannon at a party, and they dance together. The pair were able to bond the entire time, A telling her that she deserves better than her careless boyfriend just before Justin chases A off. Days pass after the party, A texts Rhiannon to meet, which she immediately agrees to, assuming she is meeting Nathan. Much to Rhiannon's surprise, she is instead met by Megan, who explains the situation. A, as Megan, reveals that Justin, Amy, and Nathan were all possessed when she met them. A confesses to falling in love with her. Initially, Rhiannon was disdainful, but eventually agrees to meet with A the next day. This time in the body of James, A reveals that A has shifted bodies every day since infancy and shows her the private Instagram account with pictures taken in every body, through which Rhiannon can communicate with A. Meeting with Nathan, who believes he was possessed by the devil, Rhiannon realizes A is real. A, in the body of transgender teen Vic, convinces Rhiannon to give A chance, suggesting that it is the soul that matters, not the body. After some thought, Rhiannon agrees to continue meeting A. One morning, A is surprised to wake up in the body of Rhiannon herself and sees this as an opportunity to get to know her better. A promises to be respectful of Rhiannon's privacy and her life, not breaking up with Justin or looking at Rhiannon's naked body. Over the course of the day, A bonds with Rhiannon's mother, as well as her sister and father. The following day, Rhiannon is back and she finally finds the courage to break up with Justin. She immediately invites A for a weekend trip at her uncle's cabin. This time, A is in the body of Xavier. A tells her about spending the day in her body. Rhiannon suggests that A should leave a mark so people will know A exists, but A feels obligated to leave people's memories unchanged. They spend the rest of the day enjoying each other's company and seal it with a kiss as they leave. Rhiannon returns but A does not, forcing her to call her mother to come and pick her up. A later explains that A's body was undergoing a lung transplant. Rhiannon and A gradually become intimate and promise they will figure out how to maintain their relationship. A wakes in the body of the suicidal Kelsia, and Rhiannon convinces A to attempt to hold onto Kelsia's body for more than 24 hours, keeping her alive just until Kelsia's father can be alerted of her struggles. A successfully holds her, and when they are able to keep Kelsia alive and in a better position, Rhiannon suggests for A to stay in the body of her classmate, Alexander, so they can remain together. It was a perfect short-term solution, but A remains unwilling to take over someone else's life permanently. Alone with Rhiannon at Alexander's house, A tells her that they cannot realistically be together forever, that Alexander himself is perfect for Rhiannon, and that A would be keeping her from that someone. Realizing that this is their last night together, Rhiannon and A dance and talk. Waiting for midnight, A tells her that this is the nice note, alluding to Rhiannon's comment to Justin about ending their day together on a nice note. The next day, A awakens in another body and drives to New York, while Rhiannon meets Alexander at school. The story ends shedding a light on the idea of loving someone for their internal spirit rather than their external looks.